constantly at war with my instincts. Like with Hook. My first impulse was to rip his throat out. Because it's not fair that he survives and Robin doesn't. But I didn't. Because now I know that's wrong.
Okay, so I've watched every sneak peek for Once Upon a Time when I started to really get into the show, and that was around season 3 to 4, and I really got into the show during season 4 because that's when I started to talk about it with you guys, and, you know, we formed the Once Upon a Time community on YouTube, more or less. And I cannot remember one sneak peek that has been less than a minute long, and this is just so disappointing to me that ABC, for the finale, would release such a short sneak peek. It's really, really boring. Obviously, I played it in front of the review because it's okay to do that. It's short enough. It's under that time constraint that I normally would have to go by, which is why I normally just watch the clips with you guys, which I actually really enjoy. But instead, it's so short that you can watch it, but it's not so short that it's any good. What we learn is Regina's in conflict, but she's in conflict because she's mourning. At the end of the sneak peek, I guess, she says it's complicated, and that's because she's thinking of doing bad things or had thought about doing bad things. I'm glad the writers, at least from this sneak peek and hopefully the whole episode, are not changing her back to a villain. That would be so stupid, in my opinion. It's a 360. It'd be foolish. It would just ruin the show. I wouldn't even like it. In fact, I'd probably stop doing this if it ruined my favorite character because I would be very negative, and it's not good to always review something in a negative mind. Regina here is saying to Emma she wished she could rip Hook's throat. Oh my god. Regina is saying to Emma she wished she ripped Hook's throat out because that would be fair. Then he'd be dead and Rob be dead and they'd both be miserable, and also Zelena would be miserable as well because Hades is dead. But she's not going to do that because she's a good character. She knows it's wrong, but she's torn for obvious reasons. Now, if we think back to season 4 when Marion came back, Regina's first thought was to kill her. In fact, one of her plans was to go back in time and then kill Marion before Emma had the opportunity to bring her back. Did she do that? No. Did she accept Robin's marriage to Marion? Yes. So what will happen here? She will grieve Robin's death and then move on. That is what normal people do. That is how this should work. Obviously, Regina is not normal, but the whole thing of Once Upon a Time is making these characters multi-layered, multifaceted, extremely interesting, which they are. So it makes no sense to me that they would bother, or that they would, you know, make her instantly go evil. I don't know what the flashback to this sneak peek will entail, if there is one. I heard that there might be a little bit of the Evil Queen coming, but if there is, it better be in a flashback, and it better not be in regards, or excuse me, it just better be in a flashback, and she better not be in the present, because, like I said, if they make her become evil, I really, really, really wouldn't like that at all. There's been so many promotional photos. The synopsis for the episode has been released. Maybe that's why ABC was thinking of keeping the sneak peek really short, because they're thinking we have all this other stuff for you, the fans, to look at. There's no reason for them to get full footage. But like I said, it's really aggravating, and it breaks the pattern. We've gotten sneak peeks that have been over a minute, definitely over 2 minutes. I've done a couple 2-minute sneak peek reviews recently. So to me, this is just, it's awkward. It's not very, it's not good to the fans, and whatever. So I liked what the sneak peek has. They're in Neil's New York apartment here. I think Emma and Regina have chased Henry to New York, and they're obviously trying to find him. I think Violet's with Henry in New York as well. And Emma and Regina are best friends. They both have done a lot, and I can't wait to see where this episode will take them and what will be going on with this. The episode is going to have a lot in it. It'll be a lot to discuss on Sunday, which I'm looking forward to. It's 2 hours. So FYI, if there's not a second sneak peek, which I bet there will be, I want your reviews for the episode. After the episode's over, tweet them, Instagram them, Facebook, I don't care. I want the review. I want to read them so we can discuss the episode during, discuss your reviews during our review. So thank you so much for tuning into my review of this. I think I've reviewed like 10 times. I didn't like what ABC's doing with the marketing department for the sneak peeks, but I like where ABC is going in terms of Once Upon a Time. This seems interesting. I just hope that we don't get the Evil Queen in the present, because that would just be stupid. So share your thoughts, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.